Welcome to my Permadeath series for No Man's Sky, and here we are, we're up on my freighter because in this part we're going to do a little bit of exploring, looking for manufacturing centres, something which I'll explain in a little while. But first, a couple of top tips. A big thank you to Evlon for pointing out that the reason I got myself into a little bit of grief in the previous video, I was fighting a battle near a space station, and I must admit, I checked the video trying to see what I did wrong, and I didn't actually spot it. But I think what he said is probably correct. I probably did hit the space station, which then turned everyone against me. So there's a top tip there. If you're fighting near a space station or friendly freighters, watch your fire because you can turn everyone against you. And the next thing I want to talk about is something that I've been doing for the last couple of videos, and I'm still pushing forward with this. If I come into discoveries, you'll see that I've now done another 2 black holes, and that actually dropped me at the Orc Cove system, and this system is 645,906 light years from the center of the galaxy. Before I actually started this video, I actually did a quick calculation based on the average jump you get from a black hole now is 6,000 light years. That means to get to the center of this galaxy, I've got to do 108 black holes. So what I'm probably going to be doing is doing more and more of these off camera, because if I do 2 a day every day, that's going to take me nearly 2 months to get to the center of the galaxy. So that is definitely a very long-term project, but I would certainly like to get to the center of the galaxy. But that's a little bit of a side. Now, the main reason we're starting on the freighter is the fact that my frigate missions should be back. And what I've actually been doing, if I show you again, is collecting tritium. And one thing I have actually found is the hyperclusters. And it seems by shooting asteroids, I've accumulated quite a lot of hyperclusters in various ships. So what I've done is I've brought them all together in my laughing gnome, and hopefully we should better keep the tritium and the dihydrogen flowing, better keep this project going. It's strange walking up through this freighter. The green is a bit reminiscent of the night vision in an Imperium. I think what we're gonna have to do is put some, I don't think I've got any. We bring back some of these to the exosuit, and that in the exosuit. Just going to refine out some of these, and I'll be right back once I've done it. Just get this one done, and that should be enough for the moment. And I've got another 10 somewhere. I can just shove in there, bring that back, and took you off there. And what I should be able to do now is come into here, and I don't have enough space. Hopefully we will be able to do a, how many of these can I make? 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, no, 8. And has that pulled? No, it hasn't. Bet you it's pulled it all out my starship. Yeah, that's a bit antisocial. We'll put 1,000 back in the starship, and I think that's probably enough to be going on with. But what we're going to have to do is make some space in here now. So we're going to have to pull this back temporarily. The exosuit. And that gives me 1,350 fuel. So let's just keep at it and see what my frigates have done. Debrief Commander. Log entry, collected superconducting fiber, superconductors, we got 16 superconductor, activated cadmium, 7 Vikine daggers, activated copper. This one's a bit more product orientated compared to cash. We arrived at the Gundles as the highly manual detailed observations data sold to Explorers Guild. Got some geodesite. Wow. Oh, we've got a rare item of evolved berries. And That's quite literally geodesite, I want to put in my. If we put it out in the storage container, hopefully it will go in a storage container that's actually worth anything. Okay, we're going to put this into the starship. Copper activate. Wow. Okay, let's just get this mission done. And see what you've got for me. Debrief Commander. Reward. This one's a cash one. We've got some indium. 8 vortex cubes. Units. Neural duct. And this one was quite a short mission. Wow. And right. We're going to have to do a little bit of a swap round here. Put this back into the freighter. This into the freighter. Of course, this will turn into, I think it's 1,000 a slot. And this should. And what we'll do is bring this back. Ducks back. To suits. Have to keep collecting the dihydrogen jelly. So let's just go in. Didn't get any. No, I didn't get any. Oh, I've got some quad salvos there. Missed them. And let's kick off another couple of missions. Two potential expeditions. And quite a heavyweight industrial mission here. I think we'll go for that. So we're gonna have to. We got an S support, and I think we'll go with you. You're 800 tons, and I've got another one here, but we've got no industrial ships. I think maybe we'll go with a balanced mission. So, go trade, explorer, and I think we're going force, so, and that's level 500. So that's all that fuel I made, taken up literally in 2 missions. So it goes to show you how much fuel you do need, but that's not a problem. And of course, the next thing we're going to have to do is go and sell off all this stuff that I've plugged my ship up with. Because we're going looking for manufacturing bases. Because that's just going to be the source of finding an Atlas V3 pass and the tech. We're just going to stay with the Laughing Gnome. Blast a little bit on the way through. Is everybody leaving again? Just because I'm arriving? We're just going to, oops. And this is another one of my new policies. I'm always going to try and speak to at least one of these every time I visit the space station. Got the Corvex word for products. Now I've got this in here. I've also got those ones I bought in the last part, the iron spheres. Maybe, well, we're in a new system. Maybe I'll get a good price for them. So I'm gonna sell quad servos inside a Sentinel patrol unit. I don't think I want to sell the quad servos. I think I can make something from them. We got evolved berries. And got neural ducts here. Oh, that's a good price. We're going to get 1 million for the superconducting fiber. I know there's 16 of them, but it's still worth it. And the vortex cube. And this. I wonder if we can get more for the activated indium. We've got an iron sphere here. Sell 20 of those. See, this is activated. This is ordinary. I mean, that's 780. I mean, that's nearly as much, and this is way more. So I think we'll keep the Indian for the moment. Loads of platinum and silver's not. Right, we've got comet droplets here, and that's actually plus 46%. So I think we'll sell that. And we'll flip to the ship. Right, we've got the Vikine daggers, we'll sell those. We've got activated cadmium, we'll sell that. I'm not sure why I brought those, I'm going to send them back to the freighter. Right, we've got indium, big pile of indium. And we've got this here, we've got some spaces in here now. For various bits and pieces that I need. Keep the cadmium. We've got ionized cobalt, that can go in there. I want to put the indium in. No, that's not going to do it, is it? I can't remember the formula for activated indium. I think what we're going to do is we're going to just put this in the high capacity for the moment. Yeah. You there. And transfer you back to the exocraft. I think that will work in the short term. Then I'll work out with a formula for converting the activated indium. I probably will have to go back to my refiner back on my base to work that one out. Just want to see here. We've got ancient artifact, inhabited posts. Got here distress signal, and I think this is what we need. Secure site of interest. Got 9 of those. So let's see if we can get a localized mission here. Planetary hard phosphorus crystals. Locate missing person. Unearth ancient artifact. That give me 235 nanites. I think we'll go with that. Okay, thank you, game. And we'll see which planet in this system we get sent to. And hopefully we'll get on that planet and then we can pop the search for a manufacturing base. Of course, it doesn't have to be it isn't the planet right in front of me. What is this planet? That's actually got salvageable scrap on it. But it actually wants us to go to here. And here we are. We're coming down. Now, of course, because I'm doing a level 5, there's always a risk that the special resource that they're going to request here, I won't have. But never mind. First contact. What was that? So it was low security. That's not too bad for being a planet that I want to run around in a little bit. Oh, let's see. Pillars of whatever. Oh, seek the knowledge of the past. 25 more die. I can certainly do that. Historical data revealed. And what next thing we're going to do is come here and If we can find a manufacturing base. Supply depot detected. Thank you, game. I always wanted a supply depot. I think somebody actually left a comment about that I should do more supply depot missions because I can get good resources from it even if the mission itself doesn't finish properly. And in some ways that actually makes sense. There's a creature over there. Saw him on the radar. Where are you? Here you are. And the reason I'm doing this is that I was checking my missions and I've actually got a picture for a requirement to take a picture of a land-dwelling creature. Oh. Just get smile. You got the teeth for it. Anything else around here that's worth picking up? Copper deposit. Yep. Thank you, game. Resource depot. Well, that's that buried technology is only 85 away. That's easy cash to pick up, so we're certainly going to go with that. Buried under a rock. Of course, we'll scan the plants just to keep the cash flowing in. What have we got over there? And in my haste to rush around, I've lost my ship. There it is. I've got you. Okay, there's something over there. We might as well... Oh, we got some big bird things flying in the sky. Sometimes these can be a little bit difficult to scan. That's at 304,000. What are you? You're the dig site. And you're the resource depot. We'll go for the resource depot first. And of course we'll keep a visual check on the surface of the planet just in case anything turns up. And there's the resource depot. And I've got some thermic condensate, some nitrogen and platinum. I think whoever left the comment is dead right. That was certainly worth doing. The thermic condensate is certainly... And we've got gravitinos. I think that came from... And we got activated copper. And shove that into there. Yeah, thermic condensate is going to be useful, as in when I've got the high-level formulas to be able to make the materials. But there's no reason why I shouldn't be collecting those in advance. Right, here's the dig site. I'm just going to drop down onto here. Oops. That was a little bit too close. I think my ship is actually... Oh no, it's... Well, it's part in the... Yeah. Scan... What was it? Artifact fragment. Oops. Destination reached. A little bit over enthusiastic there. One ancient key. We need 3 of them. Where's the other one? There's an artifact fragment there. Probably under this building. I don't know whether... Oh no, it's past the building, thank goodness. I mean, don't do this to me, game. Oh no. Brief moment then I thought it was gonna not let me get to the key. Right, my life support is... Oops. Just put the oxygen in. Let's just check the technology. I've got ion batteries, but I'm keeping the ion batteries in case I need to use my exocraft. That's the large artifact crate. There's the artifact fragment there. Just gonna... Oh. Didn't even actually need to see the key to do that. And we'll scan some minerals. I'm bound to have a mission that says scan for creatures, artifact fragment. There are large artifact crates. And we're just going to drill this out. What we're going to do is hand over the keys. And we've got fossilized crocodile wings. And how much are they worth then? Well, it's not particularly that brilliant. 141,6661. It says artifact upload link that way, but first thing we're going to do is have another shot of this here. Oh, nothing found. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, what else have we got? We can have an uninhabited outpost. Ancient artifact sites. I mean, I've got a distress signal. Let's just go for a distress signal. Observatory detected. Thank you, game. So maybe we'll have to go to another planet and see if we can find anything. Alright, it says there's something over the edge of the hill here. Well, we'll certainly want you. Another thing I really need to get into is cooking, but it's cargo drop. What we got there? Humming sack, Gravitino balls. Not particularly that interested. Right, there's some buried technology that way. We'll go and grab that. Yeah, there's just so many things left to do in this game. And I'm trying to do things in a bit more structured way than my usual just go round at random and see what turns up approach. I mean, I keep meaning to get back to do some work on my base, but again, I just keep getting distracted. I'll just grab you. How far away is the observatory? 20 minutes by walking. If the upload link is 50 minutes away. That's bound to be a trading station. I think what we'll do is we'll go for the observatory. You can see now that I'm in the ship. I'm actually down to seconds. And we'll just fly across the surface to see. I mean, I wouldn't mind an abandoned building as well. Right, here's the observatory. Of course, we're going to get a free landing point here. That's quite an interesting cutout on the side of that cliff. And we've got a couple of minor buildings here. We should have some damaged machinery here somewhere. And we're just going to grab a few more nanites. Oh, and the other thing also is that if any of you are doing the community missions, we've now completed tier 2. So if anyone's got a pressing need and the Quicksilver, I would guess that the Rainbow Booster is now available for purchase from Quicksilver. There's a tech there. Although I must admit, it's probably because I play first person most of the time. It's not something that particularly worries me. So let's get into here. Damaged machinery. Got some living slime. We can convert that to something useful. And we got some Starship launch fuel. Something I don't use very much of at the moment. Grab that. How far away is that? 365. Alright, dust and phosphorus. Just pick out a little bit there. Well, it doesn't look like there's anyone here, so let's see what the observatory officers. It gently hums, and I cannot decipher the beacon's code. It's 9183, so I'd say it's 3918. I mean, the observatory codes are quite easy to actually decipher. We found a signal detected. That's actually another ancient ruin. It's actually off planet. Well, it is an ancient ruin. I wonder if that's going to take me back to the other planet. I haven't seen one of these for a little while either. This is the what we call it. Get some credits here as well. We talk here. You actually remembrance required. Oh, so we've got to make remembrance. I think that's a change because that used to just unlock. Remembrance. Can't remember what I need for remembrance. Is it actually an installable tech? It is actually. Oh, yeah, we've got to make the heart of the sun. That's it, yeah. I mean, if anyone who's not sure, what you've actually got to do is you've got to craft these. So, for example, I mean, let's just do it. So we got to make the captured node, and then what you've got to do is move up one, and what's the next one? And then we've got to make the noonospheric. Oh, we got ionized cobalt anyway. Not sure why I'm doing that. Then we got a dark matter, and then I thought I had the formula for the heart of the sun. Interesting. Probably because I haven't done all the Atlas path. Somebody's scanning me. Yeah, I must admit, I thought I'd finished that as well. Never mind. So many things to do. Oh well, there's no point throwing that away. We'll just keep that for the moment. Yeah, I need to work on the Atlas path. I thought I'd done all the steps to get to the heart of the sun, but of course I haven't actually finished the Atlas path yet. Just look round to see. Oops, scan you. I wouldn't mind some phosphorus. If there's any close by. Copper. Yeah, I've got more copper than I know what to do, so I don't get back to my base often enough as it is to collect the copper. It sits there for days on end, along with the oxygen as well. Oh, I got you. Yep. No more creatures. I'll grab you. Grab you. Some ammunition. Looks like I've actually lost the mission I'm meant to be doing. Get back to that so that I can. We better go to the trade terminal and complete that. Where's my ship gone? There it is. I think we'll just hook up a little bit of geode there. Just hook up a little bit of phosphorus. And just jump in here. And you're an hour away, so we're going to have to go up into space and get to there super quick. And I can't see a thing. All I can see is a blue circle, which means I'm probably going to liable to crash. So it's just appeared. Can we land like that? Yeah. Anything on here at the moment? Nope. Hello, Mr. Geck. I've got loads of words in your language, but we'll add a few more. Friendship symbol. It's a word of their language. We've got the Geck word for demand. Is that meant to be friendship? Upload data. And data registration complete. Quick check what you've got. Welding soap cell. Got thermic condensate. I don't really want to sell that. You can sell the fossilized crocodile wings. Get rid of that. Deutronium, runaway mold. Geode, we can turn that. Don't want to use. Dark matter's not worth much. I think we'll sell the granite. And anything in here? I want to keep the nitrogen and the radium. Right, got some dihydrogen. Where it says inventory full. Let's pick up the dihydrogen. Okay, thank you. Certainly pick that up. Mathematics. Phosphorus. I can't mine it. I might as well buy it. Right. Yep, return to mission agent. As I walk across the pad and some health pack. Exosuit notices health at maximum. So I've finally got my health back to maximum. Got advanced battery. That from the high capacity. And we got an oxygen capsule. A little bit of a scan round. We've got silver. Got there. Buried tech, but not particularly that worried about. Okay. A little shuttle there. Here on that one. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I like that. I bet you it's going to be a pile of junk. Now it's a B45 7 slot. I know some of you are going to kick me for this, but that's probably the best looking hauler I've seen for a very long time. And what's this? Make an offer for, I mean, I've got plenty of money. I've got 113. And I know, and some people have left comments saying I should buy a hauler, and I mean that's pretty close actually, isn't it, to being a full-size hauler? And it is B class. I could upgrade it, or I could. Yeah, let's buy it. So I've now got a hauler. I'm just going to jump back into Laughing Gnome. And I'm broke. Well, nearly broke. I mean, I think way back when I started this series, I said I was going to have one of each. And I've kind of broken that rule recently. Right, we've got an ancient ruin, it says off planet. And this is on the way back, so I think we're head for the ancient ruin over here. Yeah, I'm not worried about you. So we're going to have to get down and start really working on making some serious cash. And I still haven't found a manufacturing base. And hopefully if we put down here, we may actually... Oh, there's something close by as well. So we got two together here. That could be useful. Oops, a little bit far away. Never mind. We've got something just over that horizon. Destination reached. Oops. Well, we can use the large advanced battery. got the get word for always. Always, always, always. Get word for at. You still move the balls. Yeah, you can. Oh, I remember pushing these balls around because there was... Whoops. Where am I? Ah. Yeah, there was this theory that was put out back when the game first came out that if you push the balls into certain positions, you'd actually find a portal. It was complete rubbish, but it's fun doing it. Alright, jetpack is... I'm just gonna... It was... Whoops. As I touch the obelisk, images of the planet's ancient past flood my mind. The terrible beginnings of the Gek have been absorbed by this strange stone, and their tale seems desperate to escape. Larval pools of Balaron gave glorious rise to the first spawner. As we sprang forth from the outer edge, we recoiled in fear. None could oppose our rise, none could bring about help. I think seek the knowledge of the past. No, I think we'll just go with the language. I don't want to get distracted. Yeah, the theory was that if you see you've got this here, you'd have this. So what you'd end up doing is pushing the balls like this, and the idea was that people thought that if you could get them up into here, didn't do very well today. Oops. Ah. Then of course you end up rolling them all over the landscape. I suppose in some ways now, if you found this and got a group of you in multiplayer, you could have a game of multiplayer football. Oh well. Stay focused. Actually, if you had Exocraft, you could play multiplayer Exocraft football, couldn't you? I can't remember if I actually got a picture, so let me just get into here. I'm just going to move around a little bit. If you can get a bit of an angle, let's just go this way. I think that. Hide the menu. No. Yep, and I've got a mission for... It says frozen study, so I probably meant to take a picture of a frozen planet, probably. Okay, looks like my suit protection has dropped. It didn't last very long. I've got the dioxide. Yeah, return to mission agent. Thank you, game. So let's go check out that salvage container. See if it's in the right direction. Maybe in the next part we will do an Atlas station. Haven't done one for a little while. Well, we might as well do the life support's going down quite well, but then I'm using the jetpack quite a lot as well, so we'll stop. Grab the knowledge stones on the way through. And another one. This is all good for the Gek language, if it will play ball. The correct word for red. Something, do not despair, something. The ancient structure swings open to reveal a body encased in ice. It's a patchwork of different body parts. Its ragged beak appears to have been stitched in with animal guts. A handwritten sign in the language of ancient traders can be seen above the body's head. Some sort of fuel would most likely melt the ice. Let's melt the ice. The creature's flick opens. Its hands leap around my throat. With a struggle, I'm forced back into the depths of the disapproving monolith. Oh well. I should have abandoned the creature. I'd like to say I'd remember for the next time, but to be honest, I probably won't. Two reasons. One, No Man's Sky is so big that it could be months before I encounter that message again. And probably more importantly now is I play so many different games that I actually get them mixed up sometimes. I play one game and I think, oh, this should happen, and then I think, no, wrong game. I know some people will say that you should stick to one game, but I'm very much a person when I play games. It depends on what type of day I've had or what frame of mind I'm in. So like, if I've had a really bad day, No Man's Sky is my go-to game. I find a couple of hours playing No Man's Sky and I just relax a little bit. And say another time is, say I've just got an hour or so to kill. My go-to game is something like a simulation, like City Skylines or Transport Fever 2 at the moment is quite a big one. Dig round this, see how big this is. Yeah, Transport Fever 2 is the one at the moment, and another one is Workers and Resources. And I like, you know, and I just go in and just play for a little while because it just fills in a bit of time. And then, of course, if I'm feeling a bit more aggressive, then out comes Total War or something like that, or Imperium. Right, let's just kill detective. Rare item found. 703 years old. Pitted reservoir. We didn't actually trigger the corrupted sentinel. Okay, let's just try and stay on top of this now. Anyway, no more philosophizing about games and what else is around here. Silver deposit. And we've got birds. Always good for a scan. Birds up. Okay, scan unique creatures. I think we're going to go for one more salvage container, and then that would be it for the video. Obviously, it's 700 odd units away, so unless I find anything, I'll just walk this myself. Here we are. We're just coming up on the salvage container. It seems to be buried about here. So we're just going to dig it out and just see. It's got. Right, this has got 3 components on it. Oops. Mining beam. Still no corrupted sentinel. Not long complaining. Oi! You're annoying me. Let me see. We've got some new little creatures here. Actually, I've got an opportunity. Let me just knock up some. Just gonna, we can feed some of these. Just feed those. I've got a mission to feed creatures. They're all gathering round. Who are you? Oh, you're joining in as well. That's cool. Maybe I haven't got a mission to feed creatures. The birds joining in? Yes, I have. Okay. I'm just going to blast the sentinel as well while we're at it. And we're going to get out of here. Right, we're just going to wait for the sentinels to calm down and become civilized again. And then what I'll do is I'll fly back to the space station, cash in the missions, and that will be it for this video. And in the next part, we will carry on doing what we're doing. Okay, we've passed another milestone. We've killed 60 sentinels. Oops. Yeah, I mean, if the manufacturing bases won't show up on the using the planetary charts, the only other option is to search for them manually, and I don't really want to do that. And I've got a whole list of planets and systems which I still haven't even explored a single planet on because I'm doing the black holes. So we'll just go to another system and see how it goes. Domesticating strays, return to the mission agent. So we'll just jump out here and see what we got in the way. When we've got a blackened belting salvage scrap, we've got a pitted reservoir, so we've got another 700,000, we've got crystal fragments, we can analyze them, and that's going to give us dihydrogen. Oops, let's turn that into dihydrogen, and that can go to the freighter. Yep. I've got me flashy thing because I was just doing a little bit of refining of some slime. And get in here. Hello, Mr. Mission Agent. And in missions, well, got a few missions to hand in. Looks like I had 2 ancient ruin missions, 3 ancient ruin missions, and an unearthed artifact, which is the mission that sent us down there. Scan 4 plants, feed 9 creatures, and take a photo of a land-dwelling creature. Okay, so we got 145 nanites for that. Our standing with the Explorers Guild has increased. And 153 nanites. And I'm not going to run out of nanites, not at this rate. And 151. And I think I lost some Vakeen standing quite recently, so getting that back could be useful. And our standing with the Gek has increased by 1. And that's standing with the Explorers Guild has increased. And just going to come in here, browse missions. There's nothing here. I mean, we've got a nice easy mission here, collect 50 frost crystals. I mean, I could just go back to my base, get 50 frost crystals, come back, and then click on that mission. And then it'd just be a question of going and delivering stuff. Move over a little bit so I can get in here, please. And what we're going to sell. So we'll sell the blackened stuff. Petroleum. Thermic condensate. And we've got a pitted reservoir. That there. 500 platinum. Maybe I'll sell the platinum. Warp drive, emerald. Cadmium, I'll rather keep the cadmium. We've got the salvage data, we can sell that. Sell 7 of those, that's another 351 million. And hyperclusters. I want to keep the nitrogen and radium because, again, this is stuff that you need for advanced manufacturing. And unless you set up gaseous collectors, gathering this can be a bit of a pain in the neck. Activated copper here. We might as well sell that. I don't think again, I only got loads of copper, so I don't need to do that. We go in here. We've got a new rank, new promotion, Explorers Guild. So when this room, when it's a Gek, you just get carbon. Oh well. Carbon's carbon. And just to wind things off properly, let's just have a quick look at the milestones. So, I mean, we've just killed 191, 60 Sentinels, so we're now level 8. So we're 50% of the way there for completing all the milestones now. Actually, more than 50%, isn't it? Yeah. So we need to keep destroying sentinels to get to the next level. Where, I mean, this is going through quite nicely. I mean, a few more extreme planets and this will be here. Overseer warped 73 times, and well, 2 more times and we'll get that. We do need to work on finding all the species on a planet. Gek, we're most favoured. This is next rank trade lord in 35. Okay, I mean, does this keep going? Missions complete 26, words learned 81, systems visited 26. So we're still getting there. For the Keen, we need another 20 to become a commandant. We've got about halfway through the missions. Got 88 for Keen words, and we visited 29 for Keen systems. And the Korvax, there's Traveller of the Atlas in 24. Okay. Missions, we're doing okay. Got 126 words, Korvax words, and we visited 35 Korvax systems. So we've visited quite a few systems in this series. Merchants Guild, well, we're standings building. We've got just over halfway through all the missions, and we've completed these units earned, plants farmed, and we're nearly at the top of the Mercenaries Guild. Missions completed. Another 8 and we'll probably be at the top of that. Sentinels 60, so we're nearly at the top of all the Sentinels killed, and we've killed loads of pirates, which is goes without saying. And the Explorers Guild, we're really cracking on now. So it's saying 2 more Explorers distances warped, and then we're complete the Explorers Guild. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.